apologise for the big delay in videos, but as I said, we have been absolutely flat out. But we're back. My plan is get the fuel pumps working on this video. Now I don't mind how long the video is, but this will be the third and final part, and we're going to get this thing driving. And we'll take it booting around the farm. I think we're going to leave it in its natural camo scheme. Once we've got this video done, then we're going to do part 2 of the Challenger. That is my plan. So make sure you like if you're excited to see them. If you don't want to see them, let us know what else we should do in the comments. But make sure you like, and we hope you enjoy this video. So if I remember correctly, I think we got up to the point where we were driving, and then all of a sudden it was starting to cut out, and that was because the fuel pump wasn't working. It was getting low voltage. But I can't remember if it was working when we had the slave on. I think it was working, and it was only when we took the slave off that it stopped working. Or, you know, at least after a little while. What are you doing in the turret, Thomas?
Trying to get this thing to move.
Yes, the sight's fallen down, isn't it?
Well, somebody pulled the lever to let the whole thing out, and well, it's fallen out, yeah. And it's now broken the elevation mechanism.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really hoping though that when we get these last 2 bolts out, and possibly this, that we'll be able to take this whole sight cowling off.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
And then we can get to the top of it.
And once we've got the top open, we just put the lever bar in, put a sledgehammer behind it, and just send it down to the ground.
Out, yeah, a big chisel. Yeah.
Well, you rejoin us as Ash is twisting nuts. How are you getting on with it?
I need to raise this back up, but it's wobbling. I've never taken one of these off, quite frankly, but I think it's still held at the front.
Wobbling is a good start. Well, the outer casing's off.
We're getting somewhere, aren't we? There's lots of smashed bits of periscope on the inside.
Bits of destruction.
Yes, it's like the periscope is essentially dropped through, destroyed the elevation handle and jammed everything up. So I've got to try and get the periscope out.
Right, he's been brutalising. What are you doing?
We're getting there. I mean, I hate to do this as well, but there's no way this is coming out. It's either that or I completely shear off the elevation handle. And the fact that this periscope's already in bits. It's
he loves a hammer. Oh,
there we go.
She's free.
Well, right, I've got to be careful, make sure this doesn't drop off and take my heels off.
You can't say I've got to be careful after you've just been swinging the hammer around.
Right, I'll try and there you go. Right, you might be able to see somewhat of what I'm attempting to do here, and you might see me severely injure myself. Quite heavy. Oh. Now you might have seen just a small bit of that. I have no idea. I'm going to watch you back now actually. Oh, Christ.
Right, so I'm hearing lots of chuntering coming out of here, and the only thing that I can surmise is that Ash is having a very easy time getting it down, but an extremely difficult time getting it up.
Oh, it goes down with just a couple fingers. I think I'm going to take that up to the top and we'll strip and clean it. Yeah?
So you can't get it up, so we're going to have a strip and clean?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. Now, Ash has promised me that what he's done isn't a wind up. But,
I'm going to take off! Oh! Now, considering it was completely bent to smithereens, it's somewhat free to turn in both directions. So hopefully I'll be able to elevate my turret. It's very greasy. It's going up, it looks awfully stiff though. Is it any easier if I do this? Look at that. Excuse me, Mr. Tom, would you pass me a slave lead, please? Thanks. So, as you can see, nice and crusty, just how we like it. Ow! My bloody head. So, insert that on.
Ow!
You alright back there, Tom?
Yeah.
Do you hit your head as well?
No, my finger.
Oh, right. So that's on. And basically, My ignition's now on, so I need to go and listen, see if my fuel pump works. So, listen to this. That one's not working at all. That one is, but that obviously can't be enough to really supply it, and I think it was cutting out after a while. So what I need to do is figure out why this one isn't working. So I've got no idea what this shot is like, but we're going to go with it. I've got my Parkside multimeter because I'm not 100% sure all my other ones have gone. But basically I've got two fuel pumps in front of me. One of them is not your normal one, and I think that was running at a high voltage, but it's also, I think it's just like a worst case one. It's not sending the same sort of pressure, but when I check the plug, it should be the same as like a 432 one. So you should be getting 24 volts. We've got a live, an earth, and like a signal one. I don't really know what that one does, but yeah, so 0.9 volts, which is not enough. So now what I need to do is basically test continuity up to the other end of this plug where it goes into the bulkhead.
Now then, the eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed that the tank's changed a bit.
We painted it.
Getting a bit ahead of ourselves.
Next, so we're on a different tank. And basically, I just want to sort of confirm result. Oh, snapped. Brilliant. Good start. Yeah, I just want us to sort of compare results.
We've been poking around down the fields, and we're still not getting the readings that we were expecting to get. So we've come to another vehicle, because why not when you've got plenty of them. And we're going to have a look in the back of this one and see if we can find anything that helps us, because we keep getting readings that don't really make sense. And now, don't worry, we were well aware that there isn't actually anything in here, but with everything gone, it actually makes it a bit easier to trace where things go. When the engine and the gearbox and the donkey engine are in, you can't see where any of the cables are. Now then, after going and having a look at the other chieftains and seeing how nice and easy
Back to the real world.
Yeah, one was to see where everything was. Now you can see right down there past Ash's arm is the junction box that we need to get to. So have fun getting all that out.
Can we just go and fly planes again?
No.
It's far easier. That was far too heavy for a day like today.
Yeah, that may have just been the worst thing we could have picked today.
I've got a lumpy arsehole! Christ. Yeah, so sort of behind these pipes, that's your little junction box for fuel pumps, because obviously you've got main engine fuel pump, right hand and left hand, and then you've got the donkey engine fuel pump, which is a different style. I think anyway. I could be completely wrong with all this. Clang, 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 clang. Oh, I hate working in these tight areas.
His natural habitat again.
Clang, clang. It's so hot and uncomfortable. I can't even feel my feet anymore.
You're going to get a terrible tan on a very small area of your back.
I've got a brown butt crack. It's not a tan.
Full moon on a sunny day.
Well, I said in the previous video I didn't want to do this because I was going to smash my head over and over again, but I haven't hit my head that many times yet.
It's probably because it's grown so much smaller from how much sweat's dripping off it right now.
Whether it's that, yeah. Well, it's like when you leave a potato out in the sun, isn't it? It just dries out.
Shrivelled.
Help me. Does that smell like molten electrics to you?
Yeah, taste it.
Well, there's this great big control box down here. Now there was a few breakers that were blown, and there is another one here. I click it and it breaks. There's a big red sign, you can't see that, and it says warning, 400 volts on relay and terminals if battery heating supply is used. 400 volts. I haven't got any rubber gloves with me.
If you lick your fingers first, it might insulate.
I'll wear condoms on my hands. That's the same thing, doesn't it?
Have you got any left over?
Yeah, loads. I don't know if they'll fit on my hands though. well, basically, it seems like this breaker doesn't work. When I just about managed to get it to hold in, Thomas said that he was getting noises from the fuel pump. So yeah, I'm stripping it out so that I can get a new breaker in there, and I'm going to go get a new fuel pump and plug that on without you know, changing it. Just plug it on and see if it does anything. So if you look here at my breaker, at the minute it's popped out. No change. So I need to try that with another breaker. Luckily, I think I have about 1 million of these things about the place. So, new breaker. Now, I even found one that says 10, just like the original. I don't know what that 10 means, just like the original. So you'll notice the difference with this one. When I put that together, nothing. But then when I click it in, so that means it's making a circuit, which the other one wasn't doing. So hopefully that'll help us.
There's absolutely nothing more fun in a day at work than watching somebody else struggle.
And my God, that is what I'm doing. Maybe if I get
You
that.
really are making that look difficult.
It really is difficult. And
No, it can't be that hard.
it's very fiddly. I'm not used to these tiny little...
Don't you drop those screws.
Oh. Right, so I've got a new pump on. Now I know this pump works. So I'm hoping that now the circuitry is alright, well we think it is, that this should work. Power on! Oh yeah, I like it. Right, moment of truth. Power on! Right, I'm in here. I'm going to change this fuel pump. It's probably going to get rather messy, but Tom's over there. He's putting the cover and everything back on over there. This is like it's like adjoining rooms, isn't it?
Have we got any little gaps in it where we can see each other?
Nope, there's not a lot of gap in here at all. What about right at the back end? Ah! I'm literally only undoing it and it's already leaking.
Right, I heard my name being shouted from the other side of the vehicle.
It's about that time. Now I hope...
What do you mean? You can't just say it's about that time while brandishing something like that.
Well, I think both those fuel taps will be enough. I mean, there's obviously going to be some sort of little bit of seepage, but yes.
Oh, it's running. It's running.
Oh, God.
I'm glad I'm not the one down there.
Huh?
Glad I'm not the one down there.
Oh, God. Is it slowing down? Oh, dear. Oh, fuck. I mean, it is slowing down. Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh, how bad is it in there?
I mean, at least the fuel looks clean.
Fucking hell. Yeah. Right, so, pump's on. I've disconnected the feed up to the injector pump. But now the moment of truth. I'm going to turn my fuel taps on. You should hear it go glug, 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 glug. So it's just down here. And that. Oh. There's some over here as well. Oh. I can hear it glogging. Gloggy, gloggy. Oh. Right, my pump's all plugged on. Where's my that? I'm going to get out of the way just in case, just on the off chance this works. Right, Tom, when you're ready, please, sir, turn on a fuel pump for me. Oh, it's doing something. Not amazing pressure, but that's quite a lot of fuel. And off. We've got fuel. We've got fuel.
Beavering away.
Guess who's got a working fuel pump? Ah!
What a good job that somebody tested that fuel pump and labelled it.
I know.
As tested and working.
That seems way too
And then
smart
put
for
it
us.
back on the shelf.
Christ. Terrifying, isn't it? Terrifying. I was actually county champion at the tank skipping. And I think it was 07. I'm ready. I'm actually really shocked I did one. It's quite fun. Go on, have a go. It's actually quite fun.
God, this is gonna go. I mean, basically a wellies.
Are you ready?
I'm gonna end up on my face here. Go on then.
Oh, work.
Why do it the hard way, eh? Go on!
Keep going! Keep going! Bit more!
What?
Bit more, yeah! Whoa!
Now, we didn't video taking this out yesterday. One, I forgot, and two, I needed every ounce of strength in my body. It was awful. Are you ready?
No.
3, 2, 1. Oh, no, my foot. I'll come over to you a bit. I've got my long and oh crap. So I just looked. The fluid reservoir for the steering brakes was completely bloody empty. So I'm actually quite impressed I even had a right tiller. My hands are still covered in grease from that bloody elevation thing. I'll get back to you in a shortcut away. You saw nothing before. Just like that, it just comes off nicely, see? Get them. Fill it up nicely.
You got to make sure it's all coming back out the top and over the sides, just to make sure there's no air in there.
Yeah. Yeah. If you brim it, nothing can
Just
go wrong.
like that.
On the
Perfect.
level.
Hello?
Hello. Right, my reservoir is full. My nipple is still hard, tight. Ow, ow, ow. So I do a bit of this. Now, actually, because this is an old rusty piece of crap, do a little bit of tightening. And then a little bit of I think I'm going to need 2 hands for this. So it turns out I'm a silly goon, and they are reversed like CVRT. Right, go on, pump! Ah! 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 It was squirting out beautifully and now it's stopped. How fast until the propeller starts spinning? Oh, it's off!
Oh, we can take off! Welcome back to part 3 of the Abandoned Chieftain, where we've given up, so...
We're flying planes instead.
It's not all about fixing tanks. My plane! Whee!
I thought you were going to the champ then.
You reckon? I think I'd kill someone.
So nice.
My plane. No pressure.
You know, whenever you say that, I crash the moment that I throw it in the air.
Don't worry, there's potentially only 1 million people watching you. Quality content. Whee! Considering we're absolute buffoons, they do fly well. So we're back down here today, and basically I've got fluid. Filled up the reservoir, bloody hell. So I filled up the reservoir, and we've disconnected all the pipes off the back of the master cylinder, and basically I got this pipe and I blew the fluid from the reservoir to the master cylinder with the pipe off, just to see that, you know, we were getting good fluid to the cylinder. And I think there might have been a slight blockage, because now we're getting pressure out the master cylinder. I didn't video any of it because no one really wants to see me blowing a big black pipe. But now we're going to attempt, once all the pipes back on, we're going to attempt to try and bleed it now. So we'll see if it made any sort of difference. Right, start pumping. So basically, yeah, oh, we're getting somewhere, we're getting somewhere. Right, and hold it back. So that seemed not too bad. I wasn't seeing any air. And hopefully Tom will say, oh wow, that feels lovely. Feels terrible, not quite what we were going for. Okay, we'll try it again. Tom just screamed, beautiful. And I know something's happening because I can see the brake pads actually pushing off the brake pad backing material. So they're about bollocks, but I don't think it's really going to affect us driving it around the fields. Tom's just making a few adjustments to the driver's seat area. There's a little lever that's sort of just niggly, gets in the way of the steering levers. So he's just moving that. And then you're going to see him nice and easily steer both ways. God, that looks so easy.
Howdy.
Sweet. Yeah. Right. Off we go.
Yeah, let's get in. Shall I drive?
Yeah, you drive.
Aww.
Make a change, eh?
Thanks.
I'll meet you down there.
Hey? You didn't meet me down there, you're not getting in. What the hell's he got? Oh my god.
Come on!
I'm not sure you're supposed to be carrying it.
Get off, girl!
What have you done to it?
Nothing, I ran it without an air filter, so I thought the long grass might not be the best place. It likes it.
It survived worse.
It's an unkillable bike. If this video gets 50,000 likes, we'll get RT54 out and we'll go head to head with a Chieftain. Maybe not this one, maybe another one. But we'll put them head to head and we'll see which one's really better. So I'll leave it at that. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Right, so this video we planned to get it done about a week or two ago, but obviously we had other things and we had more problems. The same with anything, you get it running, leave it sit for a while, and then you get more problems. We're up to the point where we've got all the pumps working. Great, brilliant fuel pressure up to the pump. However, there's nothing coming out of the injectors now. Ignition's on.
Isolator's on.
Yep. Right, and crank. Stop! All right, so it was thinking about it. Cranking. Crank! Right, so turn the main ignition off, Tom. So I think we were overcomplicating it all. And I've gone back to that great big electrical box and I've looked at stuff and I thought, well, that looks a bit shitty and blah, 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 blah. And I cleaned up a few contacts, which obviously I must have disturbed, and it's, all of a sudden it's, you know, a bit grit where it shouldn't have been. Or something along those lines, but I put it all back together in a different way and cleaner and everything. So if you turn on the main ignition now, Tom, so my solenoid's back. And what I looked, I've got this. Now, I don't even know what that is. Oh, fuck, it's hot. That's one thing, so that's got to be good. And I'm wondering, is this some sort of valve? Because this is my main fuel feed in, going down to the injector pump. So I wonder if I wasn't getting enough fuel there. So maybe, just maybe, it'll fire straight up now. Let's have a go. Right, moment of truth. Crank! I just remembered I never tightened all the injectors, I didn't. I thought, oh no, we've got a leak. It's not just a leak, it's loose injector pipes. Right, so, we've had it running now. And the plan is, Tom's going to basically start it up now. We're going to let it just run for a couple minutes. More than anything, just to restore my confidence in the old girl, because chieftains are scary. Tom, huh? It's time for a driver swap.
Oh, it's not, is it?
I think we're ready to drive.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
The moment we've all been waiting for. The abandoned chieftain is now ready for a good old thrashing round the fields.
I don't think I'm ready for this.
Yeah, I've been so excited for this for a long time, and it's been nothing but a bloody ball ache, with hurdles and obstacles every which way.
If anything could break, it has done.
Yeah, I know, it does feel like that. I've hit my head on just about everything inside the tank.
Some people would say it's done everything it possibly could to not have to do this.
Yeah. And, I'm ready. You guys ready?
I think it's time.
Whoop whoop!
That sounded spicy. Did it get you?
Yeah, it did actually. It starts easy now.
I think we found why she keeps bogging down.
Poor old girl.
God, it's pretty disgusting in there.
Yeah. I'm not going to do this over the supercharger though. I'll do it over the fuel cap, and then hopefully it will leak back in.
It'll filter it back down nicely.
Oh, poor old girl.
Oh.
Oh. But I don't want to hoover out the tool bags. Vanessa will kill me if I use a Henry Hoover to mop out the bottom of the fuel bags. Yeah, so new filters, and let's see how she drives with new filters. It might not be a long time, but if it drives like a formidable machine,
as long as it's a good time,
half an hour, then we know what the next step is. You'll probably find this one won't be quite as bad because it's the second in the line.
That looks like it could be the rag you wash your face with.
Right, it's far cleaner. It's far cleaner. I'm just mopping out the filters because they aren't dirty as anything. So this is the hard bit of doing filters, and it is quite difficult. You've got to like balance them up while I'm not gonna be able to do this. Brooke, in the back of the Land Rover, yeah, there's a little white box on the right hand side, and it's got some sky hooks in it. Yeah. Would you be right to bring them over, please? Alright.
You're evil.
A lovely box of sky hooks.
There's the box of sky hooks next to the tin of tartan paint.
Yeah, I wonder if he can grab a long weight while he's over there.
White dish box. I can't find a different white box.
Which one's that?
It should say sky hooks on it.
No, I think they're split pins.
Yeah, I thought that, but I can't seem to. On the right, you said all that.
I'm not sure. It should say sky. If you can't find that, see if you can find the long weight. I actually feel a bit bad. I feel like I'm taking it a step too far.
No, of course not.
Character building. Going to work, Tom. Say it. It's going to work.
Yeah, gonna work. It's gonna work.
Here we go. Give it a minute to find itself. Get the oil flowing. Let it move out the crank.
That looked like fun. He's gone. Oh! How'd you get there so fast?
Went out the back door.
Oh.
So, right turn, oh, it's gorgeous. Left turn is awful, terrible. But it turns, which it wasn't doing before. It didn't die. It's definitely slipping in first and fourth. What can you do? But we've got second. but it's just not quite got enough to get into 5th. If I could keep the speed up in 3rd, I might be able to get it into 5th, but I don't think I would on this sort of ground. But yeah, you'd have 5th and 6th because I've got 2nd and 3rd.
You know the downside to all of this?
What's that?
In me running to get that shot. You know these damn flappy pockets? There's no phone in my pocket anymore.
Oh, commitment to the bit.
I think it's time to put her back to bed then.
I think. She has done remarkable. From where she was to where she is now is incredible. Shame about the gearbox really, but that's not something we can fix without doing a complete overhaul. But yeah, you know what? Feels not bad. I mean, the steering needs a bit of attention, but the right one, wow. I've never neutral turned a Chieftain before. If any of you are coming on our Monty Day or anything, let us know in the comments. Maybe if you're in this field on the Monty Day, you might actually see this Chieftain, and potentially we could do a little Monty Day startup. So make sure you check out our website and get your tickets. Looking forward to seeing you. I'm still catching my breath. Oh. If there's some of you guys that actually want to see full restorations where we take a vehicle from maybe a slightly better condition than this and make it beautiful, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because in the future, when we've got more time, hopefully not long in the future now, because we're very excited to do it, we'll start doing real serious restorations and making them beautiful. Not for any particular reason, it's just nice to have lovely tanks. Make sure you subscribe, let us know if you like it in the comments.